Witajcie, ja jestem HebiGaming w kolejnym odcinku z naszej serii z Game of Thrones RPG. Tak, w poprzednim odcinku rozpoczęliśmy rozdział Alestera, tak chyba on się nazywał, i mamy uczestniczyć w pogrzebie naszego ojca, więc no nie przedłużajmy i chodźmy. Chodźmy, bo pogrzeb czeka. O, sobie porozmawiam jeszcze ze strażnikiem.
This town is in mourning. Access to the castle is closed during the ceremony.
I'm actually here to attend Lord Sarwick's burial.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I'm under strict orders to only allow entry to close kin. With the villagers' current grumblings, we don't want to risk problems.
I am Lord Reynold Sarwick's eldest son, and I am here to attend my father's funeral.
His eldest son? Do you take me for a fool? I have been at my post for more than 5 years, and I have never once seen your face.
It has been more than 5 years since I left River Spring. Please call on Mr. Harwin. He knows of my arrival.
Well, we'll see about that, but I doubt he'll come here for you. The ceremony's about to start. John, go find Maester Harwin.
What is going on here? Why has John gone for the Maester?
Ryman, it's me, Alistair.
Several hells! Alistair? Graydon, I told you only family. That excludes peasants, dogs and cravens who abandon their families.
Enough, Ryman. However long I was absent, this house is still mine.
How dare you? You disappeared without so much as a goodbye years ago, and now you return as if nothing happened.
The reasons for my exile are mine alone. I owe you no explanation.
I care about your reasons? It's your fault that Lord Sarwick is dead.
You've lost your head, cousin.
Your departure destroyed him. He was never the same again.
Your judgment is clouded, Ryman. I can smell the ale on your breath from here.
What? Stand back. I'll make you eat your words, priest.
Serio muszę się z nim pizgać? Lekkie jak piórko i dziki jak rosomak, nie będzie. No, jakoś nam to idzie, no nie powiem, żebyśmy jakoś sobie radzili perfekcyjnie. Okej. Wow, ej, ale my to możemy przegrać jeszcze. Tak wam szczerze powiem. Daj. O, dobra, jednak. Jednak coś tam jeszcze umiem.
Enough. Do you not think we have enough dead here?
Mr. Harwin?
Alistair, finally. I prayed for your return.
This traitor no longer had his place here, Maester Harwin. He abandoned his castle and
Master, czyli
7 gods.
właśnie.
Get a hold of yourself, Ryman. I wrote to him to invite him to Lord Sarwick's funeral.
I prefer to leave than to hear more of this.
Alistair,
Sługa 7, można powiedzieć taki
finally see you. I had help
uczony bardziej. Nie kapłan, tylko mnich.
The funeral will be in the Godswood. The ceremony has already begun.
Why is it not held at the Sept?
It would be if it were not in ruins. River Spring is suffering on all fronts.
No a sept to takie kościoły. Boże Gaje w sumie też.
Come with me, Alistair.
Znaczy,
Let us speak as we walk.
znaczy
What happened?
kościoły Boże Gaje to są bardziej do starych bogów, tak.
You know, after you left, Lord Reynold changed. He began to live more and more in the past and stopped taking care of his duties.
Aha, dobra.
Your
Niechcący.
sister quickly found herself managing more than she should have.
Eliana helped my father govern?
Well, these last few months, she's practically run the house herself. In spite of her efforts, she was unable to slow the inevitable ruin of her lands without a lord. But all is not so dark. Many of your father's vassals remain faithful to their oath. They have all come to the burial in order to honor his memory. We will speak of all this again after the ceremony. Let us make haste, I beg of you.
No to idziemy do Bożego Gaju w River Spring. Arena bitewna w kanałach to dobre miejsce na zarabianie pieniędzy i zdobywanie doświadczenia. Jedziemy uczestniczyć w pogrzebie. O, idzie chyba siorka.
Hello, Red Priest. I am Lady Eliana Sarwick, daughter of the late Lord Sarwick. You are just in time for the ceremony. Were you close to my father?
You have changed much in 15 years, little sister.
Alistair, why have you returned? We don't need you here.
Harwin told me of father's death. It was my duty to come.
15 years without any news. And he had to die for us to see you again. You would have done better to stay where you were.
I do not doubt that my departure was difficult for you.
Difficult? To say the least. Your disappearance was our father's ruin. Do you know how long I cried after you left? And how long I hoped for news of you?
I am sorry. I left Westeros without once turning back, it's true. I understand your reaction. It must have been unbearable for you, but I had to leave. Know that I never forgot you.
That's easy for you to say. And you should know that we here learn to live very
No widać.
I understand your reaction, Eliana.
I doubt it. Go pay your last respects to father. We will speak later.
Near the stranger, the eternal outcast, now guides you to the Father, and may he judge.
Who is that man? I believe that is the elder Sarwick, the one who disappeared. He has certainly changed, but I recognize him.
Ten coś kombinuje. No wszyscy se poszli.
How could you desecrate our father's body that way?
I desecrated nothing. I performed the final kiss, the tribute that priests of R'hllor pay to the dead.
You may be a red priest, but you should respect the beliefs of Riverspring.
I did not intend to be disrespectful, little sister.
Do not think that it is easy for me to speak with you after all this time.
Please, Eliana, listen. I left Westeros without a goodbye, and you have every reason to be angry with me. 15 years ago, the war that King Robert Baratheon fought to claim the throne forced me to commit deeds which haunt me still. The very idea of returning to you was too painful. I did the only thing left for me to do. I left and began a new life elsewhere. Not long
Jestem
ago,
ciekaw właśnie, co to był za czyn.
Mr. Harwin telling of father's death. I could no longer hide myself. It was time to confront.
Myślę, że on musiał
What I
uciekać.
regret the most, Eliana, is that by fleeing to the other side of the waters, it is you whom I wounded.
All these years I have thrown a veil over your memory, and you return at the moment when everything is in turmoil. I must be alone for the moment. I will see you later, Alistair.
Take your time, little sister. I understand.
Alistair, Maester Harwin would like to speak with you. He awaits you in the castle courtyard. And if I may add, you should be ashamed of that kiss during the ceremony.
My thanks, Ravella. I shall go and see him.
No okej, porozmawiamy sobie z maesterem. Tamta już mnie nie lubi, bo ostrożnie prowadź rozmowy, dokonane przez ciebie wybory wpłyną na to, co stanie się później. No jakoś, jak grałem, to nie zauważyłem tego jakoś szczególnie. Okej, maesterze, dzień dobry. No, panie maester. Aha, na niego mam kliknąć, nie na te kółeczka.
There you are. Please leave us. So, you're not too unsettled by the situation here?
What I saw of the town upon my arrival was enough. It is a disaster. The people cannot go on like this. I have heard tell that neighboring lords have taken our people's lands.
Indeed. The poverty has worsened over the years. When neighboring lords became aware of your father's situation, they took advantage of the opportunity.
But they have no right to do so. Our lieges, the Lannisters, should have been notified.
Indeed. But our relations with them have suffered, since your father held Tywin Lannister responsible for
Tywin Lannister.
it was after his
Jeden z moich ulubionych
your
Lannisterów.
sister decided to reopen talks
W sumie ja lubię
on
wszystkich
the
Lannisterów.
most influential member of their family. That is why she
Znaczy,
requested an audience
tych najważniejszych.
with Queen Cersei Lannister at the Red Keep. It was made very clear our lieges will act once our land has a new master. So your sister worked towards this end. River Spring has belonged to House Sarwick for generations. Ilyana has refused to marry a lord from any other house. So, the Queen has chosen a man for your sister.
Who is it?
Valar, your father's bastard son.
Ten
your
karta.
brother.
Valar. I left Westeros hoping never to hear that name again. It is out of the question for my sister to marry him. He shares our blood. How can the Queen condone a marriage which goes against nature?
You realize that if Ilyana were to wed another lord, she would take her husband's name. Being a bastard, Valar has no family name. It was the only solution to keep River Spring for House Sarwick.
Why choose Valar for a suitor? What does the Queen want?
From what I heard while accompanying your sister to King's Landing for her audience at court, Valar distinguished himself through his exploits. I know that the Queen enjoys surrounding herself with strong, devoted men. That is the case for Valar. By giving him this gift, she ensures his loyalty and increases her power.
But Valar was just a squire when he went off to war with me. It would take more than that to be a suitor worthy of our name.
Seeing him return alone from the
No
war,
patrzcie.
your father blamed him for your disappearance. No matter how much Valar claimed to work for the prosperity of House Sarwick, your father wouldn't hear any of it.
Ta kamera czasem jest tak umiejscowiona, że to jest masakra.
From River Spring for good. Your half-brother was mad with rage and left seeking vengeance. Apparently, he spent several years at the Citadel, using education to compensate for his low birth.
A maester cannot become a lord.
He never became maester, but stopped at the rank of acolyte. He learned the art of war, studied the higher mysteries, and forged links. He was then thrown out of the Citadel several years later for studying the forbidden arts. He's been a sellsword ever since. His reputation spread quickly, and royal ears heard of him.
O kurde.
In 2 years, he went from simple soldier to the Queen's Guard. He moves in the shadows.
Nie, to jak tak się właśnie zdobywa wpływy.
Ah, he has taken too much from me already.
Wpływy
Not just stand by
w
while he
Westeros.
marries my sister.
There is something else of which we should speak. I would have liked to spare you this. I do not believe that your father's death was an accident. There are certain indications that lead me to believe that he was poisoned.
Are you sure?
Believe me, Alistair, I know this. subject.
Dusiciel.
The strangler
To jest ta trucizna, co zabiła Joffreya.
detect, but it
Taki
leaves
mały
certain
spoiler.
traces that cannot be caused by anything else.
Did father have any ongoing conflicts which could have prompted someone to murder him?
I am not certain, but there are rumors of a possible culprit.
Tell me who it is.
This may overwhelm you, but the rumors say that it is your younger brother, Gawain.
Gawain. He was but a child when I left.
He and Lord Reynold had some serious quarrels, and he disappeared on the very night of your father's death. We had no news of him since.
Why? Why would he have done such a thing?
Maester Harwin, the people are rebelling. Rioting has broken out throughout the town.
With all of this pestering discontent, it was only a matter of time before this happened.
Why would the people rise up with such violence?
Well, the lords left the castle after the burial with their fine clothes and all, whereas the villagers are starving. All of this flaunted wealth must have pushed them too far. Everything quickly erupted. They attacked the lords, taking them hostage.
How did things get this far out of hand?
One man used this opportunity to unite the mob
No
against
właśnie.
I think I know who leads them. I crossed paths with a certain Tyrek when arriving, a rabble-rouser, telling people to take up arms.
Tyrek. I heard some guards say that he was getting people worked up in a marketplace.
Then that is where we must go.
Captain Ryman says that it's impossible. Our men are barely managing to keep them at bay at the castle doors. There are not enough of us to attempt an escape.
Where is Captain Ryman?
He is at the doors. He's the one that ordered the barricades.
7 hells! If Ryman deals with it, the revolt will end in flames and bloodshed.
River Spring has already suffered too much. I must join Ryman. River Spring needs me. I will not watch our land fall into ruins without acting.
Very well. But I beg you to be careful. You are a Sarwick. Act as a liege, Lord Alster, and know that your
Tak.
acts will have consequences.
I will do what must be done.
I am sure.
Nie jesteśmy kapłanem, więc pana światła, więc trzeba się jakoś zachowywać w miarę godnie, tak? No, niestety, ale no tak to bywa właśnie. Jesteśmy... Jestem.
Well, well, look who's here. Dear Alistair. What have you come for, my good cousin?
I hope you're thinking more clearly than you were earlier.
I have no lessons to learn from a coward.
Let's not start that again. Ryman, I did not come here to fight with you. What can you tell me of the situation here?
We've almost regained control of the southern part of town. My soldiers are about to clean it out. But in the marketplace there are still skirmishes between rioters and people loyal to our cause. Nobles who came for the ceremony are still being held hostage by rebels on the docks in the northern part of town.
Very well. Let's go, Ryman. I want to see this for myself.
Really? His lordship would like to see this for himself? Well then, I'd be happy to accompany you to see this. I cannot wait to see you reason with this gang of peasants. I hope that blade at your belt is not just for decoration.
Fajny mają herb
Take my
taki.
flask. You might need it.
Ten taki herb złamanego miecza. No właśnie, do postaci... nie to. Karta postaci. Jest, mamy umiejętności Pana Światła. Spacie rzecz, lakonu łatwopalnego leju, bez pojcą. Ogień. To jest takie średnie. O. No dobra, nie będzie to. To jakoś pójdziemy tutaj w ten w kierunku właśnie tych podpalania mieczy. O, tu jest też taki wybór. Jest taki wybór, no. Znaczy 4 wybory, można nawet powiedzieć.
Ah, there you are, Captain. We were about to execute these men. They must learn who's in charge here.
These people must have committed serious crimes if they are to be executed.
They were amongst the rioters. They must be guilty of something.
If you execute people without reason, the situation will only grow worse. Allow me some time to question.
What shall we do, Captain?
These vermin don't deserve such kind treatment. But fine. Let's see what my cousin is made of.
Z czego jestem zrobiony? Tak, dobra, jedziemy od początku, mogę? Aha, nie, muszę odtąd.
Tell us why you're here, friend.
They started it. We just came to ask for something to eat.
Shut your mouth, scum! You killed one of our men in the port, and you will pay for that!
What is this man being accused of?
My lord, this man was seen in the port, where the rioting broke out.
And you suspect that he is responsible for this unrest?
One of our guards was killed in front of the storehouse. Someone must pay for that.
This guard claims to have seen you at the port storehouse.
I was there with the others to demand food, my lord. But I'd already left when that guard got an axe through the head.
Huh.
Let him go.
Very well.
No, on był taki, no, niewinny w sumie.
This man was found near the dying body of one of our men. Look at him. He's pissed himself. You don't need more proof than that.
This man apparently killed a guard.
Everything leads us to believe it, my lord. We found him carrying an enormous knife.
What were you doing carrying a knife?
Well, because I I'm an apprentice to the butcher in the marketplace, my lord. I use the blade in my work, nothing more.
Did you find him with the blade in his hand?
No, we found it in his pouch, but the blade was caked with dried blood.
No, zaschniętą krwią.
Dried blood, you say? The blood would still be sticky and fresh if it belonged to our man. Let this man go immediately.
Very well, my lord.
No to dwóch jakby porządnie.
You're finally to die, piece of shit.
I've nothing to do with all this. My lot kept out of it from the start.
I don't give a damn. You've been a pain in our asses for far too long.
For what crime do you wish to punish this man?
He belongs to an organized gang currently ruling over the port.
They hold the merchants to ransom. They all pay with coin or their lives.
We have good relations with the merchants on the port. They appreciate our protection.
Protection? Don't make me laugh. We finally have the chance to get our hands on him. River Spring will be better off without him.
What were you doing during the rioting?
I live in the inn overlooking the port with some friends. We haven't set foot outside since the revolt.
No ale musi pójść siedzieć za to.
Armed guards arrived and dragged me off in the middle of a game of cards. So, that is River Spring justice, huh? Quick executions without reason?
Send him to the dungeons.
Our friend already knows the way.
You're making a grave error, my lord.
No nie zasłuży.
You'll pay for what you did, whore.
I wish you had been in your squalid house as it burned.
What are you accusing her of?
She set fire to my house. I found the bitch admiring her work and celebrating.
Yes, I set the fire, and I'm proud of it. That monster deserves a lot worse.
If you set his house on fire, you do realize that a lord can cut off your hands for far less than that.
Please, don't cut off my hands, my lord. Your guard there. He took advantage of the rioting to violate my little sister. I found her in tears, unable to speak.
You can't call that rape. The girl didn't even put up a fight.
I'll gut you and make you eat your own shit.
A fire started during the rioting, the rape of a young defenseless girl. You will both go to the dungeons of River Spring.
Are you done, my lord?
Yes, but no one is to take such decisions in the future without telling me first. Try to at least hear what they have to say before passing sentence. Is that understood?
Yes, my lord.
No.
So that is how you plan to quiet the rioting, by getting the townsfolk to side with you.
Jakoś to tam rozwiązaliśmy. Tak na swój trochę taki pokręcony sposób. Mogę ci przeszukać? Ty, złoto. Znaczy złoto. Srebrny jeleń. Okej.
Open this gate. I'm going to town.
Understood.
No niedługo...
Bloody lowborns.
Wiecie co? Silny jak rosołek. No, umierać, umierać. Ale ten Gino ma miniaturkę. Tak jak na mój gust. Ej, bo mi się życie kończy, panie. Daj, silny jak rosomak. O, ogłuszył mnie. Ty, ja muszę sobie... Zaraz umrę.
Many men of the watch are dying today.
There are so many people, and they are so well organized.
Czekajcie, ekwipunek. Ja muszę sobie dać ten cały... Nie chcę klejnotów. Łatwopalny olej. Aha, to już jest. To nie mam tego. Okej. Myślałem, że... Okej. Z tej strony przejdziemy. Tak. Słyszałem takie pst. Okej, tędy nie zejdziemy tutaj. Tutaj możemy zejść.
You are completely mad. Nothing
better think well, Baker. If you're not with us, you're against us.
Please, Preston, just listen to yourself. We've lived in the same town since we were little.
What's going on here? Attacking the castle guards wasn't enough for you. You have to fight amongst yourselves too.
Ah, there are the guards. Milords, we are faithful to House Sarwick, and we're trying to calm them, but it's impossible to make them listen to reason.
Traitors! You wish to continue living in squalor and eating only what the lords shit out?
Silence! I am the son of the late Lord Sarwick. Who is behind this revolt?
He's a merchant who works at the port, goes by the name of Tyrek. He's well respected by the people of River Spring.
At least he's one of ours. He suffers with us and fights with us. He's the only one who's dared to act while we die in squalor.
I understand. I will ask that food from the castle be distributed. But first you must stop this revolt.
You would do that? Swear by the Seven, and we will put down our weapons.
The Seven are not my gods. I swear to keep my word by the divine light of R'hllor.
I know nothing of your god, but I trust your word.
The people will never be abandoned again. Trust me.
My thanks, milord. I was so afraid the situation would get out of hand.
Unfortunately, River Spring has seen too much of its own blood these last hours.
Tyrek promised them that there would be no innocent victims,
No.
and those poor sods believed him.
No nie ma powstań bez, znaczy buntów bez...
The villagers will be thankful for it, but it won't last for long.
No co się nie bój, to się... No te handlarze...
Shit! The captain of the guard! Not a step further, or we will kill all of these lords.
Bastards! They're going after the burial guests. How do you want to proceed, Alistair?
People of River Spring, I am Alistair Sarwick. Why are you attacking these innocent people?
We've been dying of hunger for years, while these lords and ladies with their jewels just strut around us like peacocks.
Start by letting these people go. Nothing can be resolved while you still threaten them.
Free them?
Dokładnie.
You must be joking. The port's merchants are all penniless. We ask only for enough to buy new wares and reopen our stores.
Our lands are sick and the castle is low on coin. But these lords here are under my protection, and River Spring will pay for their release. Ryman, hand them your purse. Eliana will repay you at the castle.
You have some guts. I'll make sure you repay me. Here, beggars. Now get out of my sight.
Thank you, Lord Alistair. You acted like a true lord.
Your talents as a diplomat are equal to your father's, Alistair.
Your compliment warms my heart, Garrison. You should take advantage of this calm to go home. The situation here should return to normal soon.
Możliwe.
You're right.
Może tak, może nie.
You acted admirably, my lord.
What were you doing, ferryman?
The lords wanted me to help them leave the town, but these brutes attacked us before I could cast off the moorings. It's a good thing you arrived when you did. I didn't think I'd make it. Let me know if I can return the favor one day.
My Lord Sarwick, Tyrek, the leader of the revolt, has turned up at the castle doors. He will only negotiate with you.
The traitor finally shows his face. It's time to put a stop to this madness.
If the people followed him, then this man earned their respect. He deserves to be listened to. Guard, tell him I'm on my way.
Very well, my lord.
Idziemy porozmawiać z naszym drogim buntownikiem. Tutaj. O, coś tu mi się pokazywało. O, srebrny jeleń. Właśnie nie pamiętam, jak się te brązowe, miedziane nazywały, bo wiem, że są właśnie srebrne jelenie, złote smoki i właśnie, kurczę, tych trzecich nie pamiętam. A może być pałka. Zapałka 2 kije. Kto się nie chowa, ten kryje. Yeah.
Open the gate. I'm returning to the castle.
Very well.
Okej, gdzie jesteś, mój podżegaczu? Tu jesteś.
At last. The man who everyone is talking about? The famous Alistair Sarwick? We already spoke in the cave. You pretended you were just a foreigner. But now that you're with your guards, you finally show your true face.
This morning I was only a stranger, but the situation has changed and I have to act. You are the man who started the rioting which led to a full revolt.
You know nothing of our problems. Your family sits warm in your castle while we die of hunger in the streets.
He proved that he is on our side today, Tyrek. He preferred to use River Spring's coin to appease his wealthy allies on the wharf. But he was generous in his judgment, and he was able to stop the slaughter in the marketplace.
I've made decisions which may seem unjust to you, but they were for the good of River Spring. Our town is where it is today because ties with the lords of the Westerlands have been cut. To bring our lands back to health, we must gain the trust and support of the lords.
Unfortunately, your efforts seem to be in vain, Alistair.
May the lords of the Westerlands rest easy. From now on, I will do everything in my power to restore River Spring to its former glory.
You disgust me. You reveal yourself for what you are. Despite your actions during the rioting, you defend the privileges of the lords. Nothing changes. The people will continue to die of hunger, while the lords feast.
During the rioting, the people of River Spring did not die of hunger. They died by the sword, Tyrek. Do you not take any blame for having brought about these massacres? River Spring has suffered heavy losses on both sides, the people and the guards alike.
The Guard will fight to the end for the survival of River Spring, but your decisions did not help us at all. You're so interested in gaining the people's love that you'll lead the town to ruin. You can't rule the town with weak actions.
The people no longer support you, Tyrek. Your cause means nothing now.
He's right, Tyrek. The rioting was foolery. Many of our people died today. Leave it be.
Enough bloodshed, Tyrek. Accept your defeat. Accept your situation. You have no support anymore.
You may have calmed them with your pretty speeches, but I know that it won't change and we'll just keep dying.
I will rebuild River Spring again if it costs me my life. And you will hear it all from the dungeons. Guards, take him away.
You succeeded, Lord Alistair. These riots
No
may
prawie,
be destroyed.
ale podjęliśmy, mam nadzieję, dobre decyzje.
Address me as Lord now?
Although you do not officially hold the title of Lord, you have shown that you have the soul of one. From this point forth, I shall address you as such.
I shall try to be worthy of your trust. The town may be appeased, but I could not please everyone.
It is difficult to lead. Your choices will always leave someone unhappy. The important thing is that you made decisions where others would simply let the situation deteriorate. The decisions you made today brought peace back to River Spring. That is all that matters.
He is right, Alistair. I never thought I would say this, but River Spring needs a man like you. It would be a shame for you to leave now.
Thank you, Ryman. Rest assured, I do not intend to leave. Not anymore.
Good to hear.
Now that this matter has been taken care of, I would like to carry on our discussion regarding my brother, Garwin.
Not here, Alistair. It has been a particularly delicate matter since the death of Lord Reynold. Find me at the castle.
Understood.
Dobra, ale myślę, że to było na tyle. I ja się będę z wami żegnał, więc jeśli film was sporo, zostawcie łapkę w górę, jeśli chcecie co zapytać, coś dopowiedzieć mi, poradzić, piszcie komentarze. Jeżeli kanał was sporo i chcecie być na bieżąco, subskrybujcie, więc cześć i do usłyszenia.